going on, y'all? Jimmy Macrum, Marcus Cash. Time for the All Elite recap for AEW's Dynamite for October 21st. Yeah, 2020. To me, this was the absolute best hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes.
Hour 20. First 80 minutes of
Dynamite. Definitely in recent memory, maybe ever. Should we start with what we didn't like, or should we just do it in chronological order? Start from the beginning? Start from the beginning. Oh, go ahead. We'll start with what we didn't like?
Let's get the stuff we didn't like.
That's a lot shorter, and I can work from the back.
I think we can revisit from the beginning, because we liked it exponentially more and more as the show went on.
Okay.
But it just took a nosedive off a cliff.
Yeah. Now, a lot of that is just opinion. Things we don't like.
Right. Because we have tastes.
Yes, and a lot of it, and most of it, I would say, is bad booking.
Yeah.
So, let's start with the main event. 4-way tag match. The Bucks, Private Party, oh my god, Bladed Butcher, and
the Bunny. No explanation, even if you do watch Dark.
They gave you an explanation. They told you what happened on Dark.
Yeah. She just walked out.
And, can I get the fourth tag team on our face? Would you go off on the Bunny?
Sorry, I was annoyed.
Clearly. And Dark Order, literally, not Dark Order, the dorky members of the Dark Order. 3 and 4. The match was fine.
Yeah.
Everybody played their part. I felt like Mark Quinn was a star.
Yeah.
But Silver's a close second.
Silver's getting quite a bit of a push on this episode.
Yeah, he had a nice little promo earlier.
Yeah. Their roidy enthusiasm, I dig it.
Can we get to the finish though? Can we get to the finish? The Bucks, Matt pins Isaiah.
Yeah.
Isaiah's shoulders come up at the very, 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 it's like a photo finish. The very last second, I'm going to assume that was all done on purpose. Not to give them wiggle room for whatever, but just because it looked cool. Which is always the theme for Bucks things. That looks cool.
And what was it, Rick Knox?
Yeah.
His eyes were facing more this way, so he wouldn't have seen his shoulders come up. Which is bad positioning for a referee, but nonetheless.
Here we go. We always use this term. In a vacuum, I like the Young Bucks winning this match. I like getting rid of the Young Bucks FTR thing. They're probably doing it 2 months too late for me, quite frankly. But whatever. I'm a little bit of fans in the arena. We finally do the match. That's what Sid's been telling us, that they've been waiting on fans. Now they have a little bit of fans doing a fucking match. I understand. Unfortunately, FTR has been murdering it as heels. Murdering it since they turned heels. The Young Bucks have been behaving, I can't even say heelishly, dickishly. Assaulting non-wrestlers.
Childlike.
Yes, assaulting non-wrestlers. Tony, what's the guy's name? Alex Marvez.
Yes.
And
although I'm cool with that one.
A referee, I think. That's not important.
Well, these ticky-tack fines, by the way, just $5,000 that their EVPs can't afford.
They get fined every week. Doesn't bother them at all. They fucking throw their money in Dummy's face. Tony Khan, no respect. Just your character's dummy, not actually you. And first of all, they get put into a fucking a title match, a title contenders match, and then they win it, and then they're assaulted by FTR, and I'm supposed to go back to them? I do not.
I guess.
I do not. It's just 4 dickheads beating each other up. I don't.
Because the Young Bucks are heels, but the FTR are such mega heels that you've got to come around and root for the Bucks.
I guess that's what they expect to happen, and maybe that's what will happen.
No.
This does not feel like a dream match to me, and I'm putting my own not giving a fuck about wrestling the last 10 years aside. I'm trying to think of a good example.
You're putting your last 10 years of not caring about wrestling aside, but what you can't put aside is your past year of watching Young Bucks.
That's not what I mean.
On American
What I mean is, you can still feel when something's a big deal. Moxley Jericho felt like a big deal. And I didn't care about either one of them, about Moxley ever at that point. And Jericho, a decade? But you could feel like this is a big thing. This doesn't feel like a big thing to me. But there's 4 dickheads. 2 of whom are not supposed to be, I don't think. It's just all over the place. It bothered me. It bothered me a lot. I can't think of a better finish. To me, that finish protected everybody.
Like, I agree, nobody else could have won that match besides the Young Bucks.
Right.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now that there's fans. Like, even if there wasn't fans in the arena, I think Young Bucks has to win that match. It have the FTR matches because you can't have Dork Order, you can't have Private Party again, because then Private Party already faced FTR, not for the title, but then they already fight.
Yeah.
Who's the other team?
Blade and Butcher.
Blade and Butcher. That was FTR's first 2 weeks, and that was FTR's only bad weeks.
To be fair, that's not true. And number two, stop it. And number two, I thought you said they were rusty.
They were rusty.
Okay. So it's Blade and Butcher's fault, but they were also rusty.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Is everybody said their fault? I'm not doing this with you again. We've done this for months on now. I'm not doing it.
No, I'm saying.
Me too.
I don't have good experiences or memories with that. I don't want to see it again.
I do. They're very average faces. Fucking FTR.
Oh yeah, they're not good faces. They shouldn't be faces.
Alright. I don't want to do a side tracking thing. Okay, fair enough. You're the greatest tag team of all time. You can do it either way. Ric Flair's a fantastic heel, but he was a fantastic babyface because he's the greatest of all time. That's how that works. Austin, Rock. These two can't? Is what you're telling me? They can't.
I don't know if they can't. They should not.
They can't. From what I've seen, they cannot. That's not Jesus. Cut this. Tiger Woods does not look like a golfer.
No.
He's built like a basketball player. Random thought. Probably should watch TV while I'm doing this. So we're done with that. We're in complete agreement. Oh, by the way, though, which one's Perry Saturn?
Dax.
Dax was fantastic on commentary. He had about 3 or 4 snotty remarks about tag team wrestling. Young Bucks not tagging.
Trying to teach him that for years that they need to say.
Mark Quinn doing too many flips. You could just punch somebody in the face. He was splendid. He was splendid throughout. And as great as he was, not even close to the best man on commentary tonight. Something else we didn't like, or at least I didn't like, I could have done without Sammy's promo on Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
I feel like this feud has kind of run its course.
I'm over the entire storyline, but that's because I didn't want Matt Hardy on my TV.
Here we go. Can we focus here? I know you don't like Matt Hardy at all. You rather he wouldn't sign. I understand. Can we focus on what we're talking about, please?
Yeah, I just think that's my explanation.
That you just don't like Matt Hardy?
Any storyline Matt Hardy.
Can you take yourself out of your own head? We're doing a review here.
Okay. Those of you watching at home, watching any storyline Matt Hardy is in, should not enjoy it because Matt Hardy's bad. He's bad. He's been bad for a long time. I
like the table smash they had on Dynamite a month ago? 2 months ago?
That was fun.
To me, that's a finish to me. I like it. Matt wins. Oh.
But what the hell is an elite deletion match that you don't explain? Why are we coming up with random names of matches and not telling you what it is?
I think it's Dan. Yeah, whatever. I'm over it.
Is this going to be another one of those compound matches or whatever? Or is it
I'm certain it will be a cinematic match.
Oh, it's definitely going to be cinematic. It was like one of those at a house in a backyard match.
But you get it because he deletes. And he's part of the elite. He's in the inner circle. You get it? Boo. Boo's all of you. So yeah, I didn't like that. And is that? Oh, that's not it. We're not getting to that just yet. While it was the weakest match on the card, I was fine with Gold Baker's match against whatever her name is. Not just fine to me.
Caroline King.
Yeah, who cares? Not Darky Squash match. I was fine with it.
That's what I like the most.
It
was one of the dark matches that we weren't just beating up on, woman of color.
Yeah, okay. I'll go with that. That's probably more politically accurate. It was fine. First of all, Goldberg is fantastic, and she's always been great outside of the ring. She's like feeling her character now inside the ring.
Yeah, she's living it up.
And I'm here for it. Everything's kind of mouth and face related. She has this like
curb stomps.
This weird kind of swagger she walks around with now. I'm here for it.
Even Regal was kind of a dick.
Yeah, she's completely been converted to. It's me, you, and Reba. We're the House of Goat Baker.
I'm down for that.
Absolutely.
House of Goat Baker.
Britt Baker with this. We keep track at home.
Actually, that's how you put us down at the bottom now.
House of Goat Baker.
House of Goat Baker. Don't even plug our individual things. Just House of Goat Baker.
I do that, to be fair. Alright, might as well get to it. Put it off long enough. You put it off long enough. Oh my god, listen.
You know who we enjoy as much as Go Baker?
Who?
MJF.
That is a fact.
You know who we could enjoy as much as Go Baker for 3 decades now?
Chris Jericho?
Chris Jericho. You know who does not go well together?
MJF and Chris Jericho?
Yeah, and I don't understand why, because on paper, it should be mind-blowingly amazing.
It should be.
I don't know if it's like they're trying to one-up each other or they're trying to out-cheese each other.
First of all, yes, to out-cheese each other. Because to me, it's corny for wrestling. Even for wrestling, it's corny. Fucking wrestling can be corny as all fuck. And I'm talking about before the music, by the way. Before the actual singing and dancing, I'm like, this is... Get it? Because they're ordering mistakes and they're just going lower and lower. You get it? Like, I got it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I learned something. I didn't know you can order your steak blue. I didn't know that was a thing. So I learned something, so I got that out of it. But, why?
And it went on forever.
Why? And to be fair, am I supposed to believe MJF is a well-done kind of guy? To begin with?
Yeah, I don't buy that.
I don't buy that at all. MJF is a medium, straight medium kind of guy.
And I gotta be honest, before they even started, I was kind of taken out of this segment by the fact that I heard it was gonna be a town hall next week. I'm like, another week of this? Please don't do this.
I had horrible worries just because they had these weird little postcards placarded into the corner during the whole show before the thing even happened. I was like, oh. And then you get the can-can dance.
What the fuck is going on? Why?
Is this a C-Town commercial? Why are we getting the can-can dance? I can't deal with that again.
I gotta be completely honest. I've said it before. I'm sure you've heard it from Heyman and Austin and Raven and fuck ton of other people. Foley. Also about how wrestlers should have more input on their storylines and that makes the best storylines. Maybe for y'all. And maybe for Chris Jericho up until this point. But as of now, Jericho, Cody, the Bucks, I don't want them booking anything they're running anymore. Because too much freedom is too much fucking freedom. I'm sorry. It just is. And yes, I'm blaming Chris Jericho for this. MJF is over. He's not over enough to book his own storylines.
At least not with Jericho.
Yeah, like, come on now. Come on now. What the fuck are we doing? And I get the town hall next week? I'm so not looking forward to that.
This is also going to be a little sacrilegious even. But I'm a little bit more concerned that Tony Schiavone said he was going to be there. And I've been enjoying Tony Schiavone on my television so much with his Go Baker segments that I don't want to see this car wreck that's about to be this Inner Circle Town Hall.
And again, I'm not anti-cheese. Like Darby Allin's ridiculous thing I can fall into the fucking... That's kind of hilarious, quite
How do
frankly.
we book the Darby Allin guest appearances though? Like, is that just cameo? Like, you just spin a wheel and...
I think there's people Darby Allin likes, quite frankly, and who kind of dig his vibe. He seems like the kind of guy. He's
Tony Hawk, yeah, Steve-O. Like, where are we finding these people?
Yeah, like, they gotta be showing up before him. Like, I don't know what he did before he became a wrestler, but he knows a lot of people.
Think he actually knows them?
Yeah. I mean, with social media, I'm sure they get sent all this shit, but hey, Tony, you see this fucking guy on AEW? On TNT? I'm sure that's also a big part of it. You get to show on fucking TNT.
The payday that comes with it.
Tony Hawk probably doesn't care as much, but I'm sure Steve-O does.
I was thinking they run into each other at a hospital.
That's hilarious. Are we done trashing the show? Are we done trashing the show like
That Dinner Debonair was just so bad.
No, keep going. I keep going. I hate that segment. To be fair, I'm not totally too on here. And matter of fact, you can toot it with me. Pause. Though not toot my horn. I toot my own horn. You toot your horn, I toot my horn. We said the first time Jericho and MJF got together, I didn't like that. And that doesn't work.
Yeah, when they had that, you want a steak? You want a steak more than anything else.
No, not that one.
Right, in the parking lot.
Right, that one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
We said then that didn't work.
I removed that from my brain.
And they've given it 4 more chances and it still hasn't worked. Now listen, they might say this MJF joins the Inner Circle, kick Jericho out.
You like use basketball analogies.
Okay.
Sometimes 2 alphas just don't work together.
Can you think of one that failed so spectacularly though?
And as spectacularly as this, no.
Yeah, not off the top of my head. Maybe.
No. I know some failures, but as spectacular.
At the end, Shaq and Kobe, but even then, they failed in the finals. This team's not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
I
I don't even know what to compare this to. I don't. That Lakers team that had Peyton, Malone, and Kobe in them.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. I think I'm not trashing it. I'm gonna get some stuff I enjoy.
Yeah, but luckily that was the last 40 minutes.
Yeah,
First 80 minutes.
splendid,
Fantastic.
splendid.
And I think this was the best art, statistically speaking, to a Dynamite episode. Because the last time we enjoyed the show so long that we had to time it, we got as far as like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah,
So now we got to like an hour 20, hour 25, so whatever it was.
I love the first 80 minutes of the show. I can't even explain how much I enjoyed it. First of all, it starts with Wardlow,
Yes.
which you would think
surprised me a little bit.
in a match. That's not a good way to start. Yes, it is. Fucking Wardlow and Jungle have fantastic chemistry,
Yeah, surprisingly so.
and they both look like stars in that match.
Yes.
And we got about halfway through it, and I was like, I'm okay with whoever wins. I'm okay either way. And I think, honestly, they made the right call with Wardlow.
Yeah.
He looked like an animal.
That was easily Wardlow's best showing.
Yes, and
By far.
I would imagine eventually, a month, he'll be replacing the rotation of monsters that they have on the show. Archer, Brody, and fucking Cage. And
And then jobbing out and disappearing.
yeah. Part of this is Mox's fault because he's so goddamn fantastic, but it is what it is. So anyway, they had a really good match.
Very solid match.
Face versus heels, amazing how that works.
I thought for sure they would have went with the brothers going first. As like a warm-up match.
Nah. You know what? Yeah, I could see that being first, but I thought this worked better.
Yeah, this definitely was very well played.
If I have a tiny nitpick, and it's not their fault, JR was off all night. Love JR. And he's usually good with the wrestling stuff, but it's taken seriously. This is face versus heel, a monster versus a fucking fast guy. This is right up his fucking alley. He just was...
Jungle Boy Jack Perry?
Yeah.
To start the show?
He just felt, not bad, just kind of, like, out of it.
Somebody must have said something to him in the back, like, JR, don't say whatever.
Yeah, but Tony and Excalibur, I thought did a decent enough job with it.
Tony's been on his game lately.
Yeah.
Tony feels, I don't want to say, because like he didn't go missing at any point except for like that when he got kicked.
Yeah.
But Tony feels reinvigorated lately, and I don't know what's happening.
If you're leaving it to me, I'm moving Tony to the play-by-play guy, and JR's the third chair now. Excalibur's my color, and then JR. Or maybe JR's the color, technically.
I was going to say, yeah, make JR color. And let Excalibur be the random stat guy.
I think he's pretty good at doing just play-by-play analysis. I don't need storage in him, I just need him to just tell me what the fuck's going on.
I'd rather him, because he's the only one that cares enough to tell you what happened on Dark. So like, let him be like the filling guy. But like, yeah, the bunny showed up.
I know this is very blasphemous to you. Jeez, even God is mad at me. I know this is very blasphemous to you, and you're going to be fucking right along with God with. He feels very Joey Styles to me. He feels very Joey Styles to me. Excalibur can do this by himself. I'm sorry. I don't think he's as good as Joey Styles, but he gives you that vibe. He's very excitable. He's very knowledgeable. He's a nerd. And he's willing to give you the minutiae. Outside, oh my God, what is missing?
Just being good at it, I think.
Put it on a t-shirt. Fair enough.
Alright. He's a poor, poor, poor man's Joey Styles.
Okay. I'm glad you didn't fight me too hard on that.
He made it to solid points.
Yeah,
Just the lack of talent that goes with it. He's Joseph Styles.
Anyways, that match was good. Fortunately for us, unfortunately for them, it was immediately overshadowed by Eddie Kingston and what he did last week. Fucking Eddie Kingston. We said, to be honest, the first time we saw Eddie Kingston on Dynamite and he had that promo, the TNT title match?
Yes, right before his match.
Right before his match, he was like, before you wrestle, sign this guy right away. He brings something.
Oomph.
Oomph.
It's.
You can't not watch him.
Like, I think the whole X Factor thing is like so cliche and overrated. And then you see Eddie Kingston on your TV and like, that's it. That's the thing.
I need that. Whatever that is, I need that.
Like, I don't know if they have a promo class in AEW like they do in the other company that they've subbed a couple times tonight, but Eddie Kingston should be leading that. Like,
he's fantastic.
Put some grit, put some meaning, put some like actual passion and believability into it.
Now a lot of it is he has a lot of, especially with people he deals with, he has a lot of history to draw from. We can like create a whole story to speak out on.
But he tries to create a story. I think it's the important part that we need to focus on.
Fair enough.
It's not just cliche randomness. Yeah, last Tuesday,
Yeah. And he was fantastic. I'm ashamed I missed it last week because they ran out of time. But I'll take it this week. Fuck it. Him just going off. God knows how long. You would tell it was edited too.
That was very edited down.
Lord knows he went on forever. I'm here for it.
At some point, the fans had been like, "Can we go?"
Fucking, you can see Ray Phoenix kind of tap him like, "Calm down." Fuck that. Fucking Eddie's fucking making his voice crack and doing all this hype. Like Denzel Washington. This nigga is fantastic.
Hey, we got reservations, man. Let's get out of here.
That was so good. Eddie Kingston is the man. And then Moxley responds. First of all, okay, right away, I'm here for it. First of all, before I get to that, Eddie Kingston is announced his title match Full Gear.
Yeah.
An I Quit match.
Yes.
Solid.
Yes.
Good goddamn booking.
Sign me up.
Yes. And it pays off the finish from the title match I already had.
So they're not quitting, yeah.
I fucking like it.
Yeah.
Moxley cuts a promo.
Think about that. Paying things full circle.
I will say,
Heels, faces, and coming back to things.
whoever books Moxley, keep doing your thing, and you should probably take over
the rest of the show.
You should probably take over the rest of the company. Moxley's promo, which I liked, he didn't deny anything Kingston said. He just gave it from the other angle.
Yeah.
I'm supporting my family. I support this. I do this. I do that. I work my ass off all this shit. I haven't screwed anybody over. You're a fucking snake.
Yeah. My body's ruined because of it, but everybody's got houses.
I'm here. Fuck his mother house. Always love that.
That's a great white meat babyface stuff.
And it was so fucking, yeah, white meat baby. Just, you're a face, sir. You're the champ and you're a badass and it works.
What we were talking about Moxley's response. Kingston's response to the response. What?
Might have been, like, first of all,
What?
you just give me all these promos on the show and I'm here for all of them.
I could legit watch 2 hours. Just
Of them going back and
Kingston,
forth, respond to each other.
Response. There was some Britt Baker's promos also, but
Yes. And Kingston's second promo, the one that was actually filmed
the one that was for tonight.
One was filmed for this week, was perfect. He admits to being a snake.
Yeah.
And he admits to being a liar. And he can't look at himself in the mirror. And fucking, why did he do it? Because look, the end's justified the means. Now I got what I want.
Yeah, I didn't have a title match before, but I had to become a liar and a snake. I can't look at myself in the mirror. I'm not proud of myself. I got a title shot, and then I quit match, and guess what? I never quit anything in my life.
Well, you missed the big smile first. Big smile, he holds it, and then he winks. It's a fucking nut job. And he put over fucking, and I like it, because he's very Heyman-esque. He put over Blade and Butcher before he even started talking. He put over Ray Phoenix and fucking LTO before he started talking.
Penta LTO.
I was here for it. I'm here for Eddie Kingston. Usually this Moxley win MVP. He got blown out this week by fucking Kingston 2 promos to 1. Sorry. It is what it is.
It's just math.
It's just simple
That's
math.
how math works.
I don't I can tell you. And then we get the match with Phoenix versus
Penta L0.
Splendid. Splendid.
I tend to go overboard, and you told me that I was not.
No.
Burnt the house down.
Burnt the house down. They had a story. They had history. They had Kingston on commentary.
And they played all sides of the story very well, right? I think Ray Phoenix legit knocked himself out
At some point. Yes.
So there was like compassion because they're brothers. I don't know if they were brothers or not, or just storyline, but there's compassion because they're brothers. And then when the finish happened, right, they weren't necessarily overly cool with each other, right? There was some like, some hard feelings about the finish.
Indeed.
So
you can see Penta hesitated at times to finish Phoenix off. Phoenix baited him at times by playing off of that. There was the not wanting to shake hands in the beginning from Penta. There was, of course, several ridiculous Phoenix spots.
the challenging of the chops with each other.
I was about to say, this is why you need Eddie Kingston on commentary. Though I'm sure Excalibur could have did it. We called what was going to happen right before it happened. Oh, here they go with this. I love that. And then it paid off big time.
Yeah.
I love that whole fucking match. That's one of my favorite matches in Dynamite history. Right guy won, obviously. Especially considering who won the match after that.
Yeah. Well, in general, regardless of who was going to win the match, Ray Phoenix, I think, is a brighter star than Penta. So
I'm higher on Penta than you are.
You are higher, but I would imagine you would agree Ray Phoenix is the bigger star.
But that doesn't mean he should win the match.
You should win every match if they're going to compete against each other. He's the bigger star.
No, that's not how that works. What? The biggest star is that you always win the match?
To the top.
I love that.
To the top.
You're the reason why we had Hulk Hogan as champion for so goddamn long. He's the biggest star. Come on, brother. Come on, pal. Like, Jesus.
It was such good shit back then.
Oh, it's always terrible. Always.
I feel like they messed that on Cycle Sid. But I digress.
Clearly. Or the Bret Hart thing. Oh, and no, but to be fair, Hogan's a much bigger star than Bret, so what are we talking about? Ugh. He always takes me somewhere else. These things are always only 5 minutes. Always an hour. Kenny Omega.
The new Kenny Omega. Which was the only thing that Justin Roberts didn't say in his entrance. Was the
Yes, I love the ridiculous build-up. I wouldn't have minded if he got an explanation for why he got a ridiculous build-up.
Yeah.
Like, like Mr. Brody always tell Dummy to say this, or Taz tells somebody to say this. I wouldn't mind if Omega had told him to say this beforehand.
Yeah. Show us, like, Kenny Omega in the back handing Justin Roberts, like, 7 cue cards.
Because they went in. And the two girls dancing, completely offbeat, by the way.
With brooms. Because he's the cleaner now.
I get it. I'm with you. I get it.
And the stats that Justin Roberts were reading off were, like, as far back as 3 years old.
Yeah, 2017. First of all, he went 2018 to 2017. Like, okay, first of all,
Yeah.
What?
He missed the card. He had to go back.
I'm like, I get it. He's amazing.
Did you hear the part where he said broke Meltzer's 5-star system?
Still 7 times. I'm like, first of all, it's not a 5-star scale if you can break it more than once. Yuck.
And also the Meltzer shout out. Hilarious.
Well, they love each other. Meltzer loves AEW and them, and they love him. As they should, quite frankly. Jesus. Sonny Kiss replaced Joey Janela.
Yes. Something about COVID. I don't know if Joey Janela had COVID, let's hope, or if he was around somebody that did. But
well, it didn't matter. But I assume this match would play out similarly regardless.
Yeah.
I like it.
We put Sonny Kiss in there. Let Sonny Kiss get the entrance, and that's about it.
Shook his hand. Barely waited before he let go before he decided to knee him in the face, which I'm here for. Sonny Kiss is a he again this week, according to JR. She a couple weeks ago, he's a he now. Whatever.
Hard to keep track.
Knee, angel, pen,
and
mean face.
The best part was just like this cocky grin on Omega's face as he bent like he had envisioned, I just did that shit face. That's what Omega had.
Google any 2008 Lakers playoff win and look at Kobe's face afterwards. Like, I am the baddest motherfucker here. It is what it is.
He's holding his leg. The 3 already happened like 4 seconds ago. He's like, yeah, raise it. Raise it.
He made him raise his hand, fuck him twice, and then decided to shake Sonny Kiss's hand afterwards.
And hug him.
Yes, like.
And Sonny Kiss the whole time, like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
This nigga just kneed me in the face. I was trying to say hello. I like it. I like that movie. I understand Sonny Kiss is over, whatever that counts for. But
it's definitely job material.
Yeah.
Definitely job material.
I'm squash. I'm here for it.
And I think that's the most amazing part. Not only do we get this ridiculous new Kenny Omega with no explanation, we got a squash match.
That was an actual squash?
I don't know when was the last time I said that in AEW.
Well, to be fair, a lot of women's matches are squash matches.
And those run crazy.
No, I'm talking whenever they have a darkie on there.
Oh, those.
Like Red Velvet or...
when they have a dark match on Dynamite.
Hey, I'm not racist. They are. They want to beat up all the darkies. Look at me like that. We actually missed something, and to be fair, it was okay. Compared to the rest of the show, it's very minuscule, but it was okay. Cody's promo in the parking lot.
Explaining why he's not going to have a match this week.
Which I liked. He came across like the adult in the room, quite frankly. He came across like a champ. He had a little bit of a shot in there about how the champion's advantage.
Yep.
He couldn't get it done in 20 minutes for me.
Felt a little heelish.
A little bit. And I liked it.
Without the extreme enthusiasm, it felt a little flairish. Just like, I'm the boss, I'm the man, whatever. You know, I've got the night off, I've earned it.
Okay, I can see that. I like it. It worked. It worked for me. Same thing was with Orange Cassidy. Had a nice little promo.
Very Belichick-esque.
Yeah, a little more than that. This is just Belichick, period. on Cincinnati. I liked it. It was cute. I didn't see it coming, but I saw it coming. Didn't make any sense at all.
He quoted the phrase.
And then he said it out loud.
Yeah, he said on Cincinnati, and then so did Orange Cassidy.
On Cincinnati. To be fair, you probably heard it this week, because I've heard on Cincinnati this week from somebody else. Let's continue with the, I can't even want to say this, with the good promos. We did all the great ones. Those Eddie Kingston and Moxley. Those are great promos. The good promos. So I think I put this guy in this category. Taz and Company.
Welcome back to Dynamite, by the way.
Yes, Team Taz had a good promo. It's hard to compare with Kingston and Moxley. It just is.
Yeah, no, you're swimming upstream.
Yeah. It worked for me. I'm glad we hadn't forgot about Will Hobbs, apparently.
Yes.
Who was in the crowd last week.
Yeah, he explained Will Hobbs, right? He explained why Ricky Starks is not getting a title shot because that fluke loss against Darby Allin.
Man, it's 9 out of 10, and the 10 is one that counted? Really? For real? I do like that as an explanation.
Yeah.
And I do like how annoyed they are about the explanation.
And Ricky Starks gold in the mic afterwards with how just upset he was.
Look at you!
I've said
Forever.
since he started talking, he's been gold. Since he started talking. I still don't like his debut match.
Here we go. We're not doing this.
But
we're not doing this. Go ahead. Knock it off. Knock it off.
Ricky Starks on Team Taz has been gold.
Knock it off.
Since the minute he joined Team Taz.
What do we want from Hobbs? You want him to join Team Taz?
I don't think it fits. You already got the muscle guy with Cage.
Listen, we're in agreement. They should definitely.
But I do think you need to put somebody. I've never seen Will Hobbs speak. And I'm going to assume it's because it's not so fantastic. So I think you gotta pair up Hobbs with someone who can do that. Unfortunately, the actual managers are all heels in the company. Like every manager.
To be fair, that's usually how it works.
So
I don't know what you do with them. I wouldn't mind continuing the fucking Cage feud, only because I like that match a lot. Cage and Hobbs. That was a really fun match. I guess you could move on to Cage and Starks if you had to. Because Darby's moving on to the TNT title match.
like Cage and Starks?
Yeah, I mean Cage and Starks. Hobbs and Starks.
Yeah.
Because Darby's moving on to a title match.
And then that lets Taz talk for Hobbs more. Basically, trying to build up the match.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. I don't know if that's what happened. I can't think we missed anything. Blade, Bunny, awesomeness.
Baker didn't talk, right?
No, she did not. And to be honest, I would avoid talking on the show. Now it's Mox and Kingston, I don't want to say anything. I was like garbage. Yeah, it was a really good start to the show. It was a fantastic 80 minutes. And then 40 minutes.
Oh, we did miss the Coca Cabana match and Hangman Page.
Then I'm missing something. I like that match. I like that match a lot. Not the opener, obviously, and not fucking Penta and Phoenix. A really solid match. To me, it used Cole Cabana's veterans as well. He avoided the buckshot Larry like several times.
I was gonna say that savviness came in very well.
Just moving out the way a little bit here, a little bit there. Then fucking Hangman had to get the head and shoulders fake. Great call, JR. On one at night. He fucking nailed it. It was perfect. We've got to be getting Hangman versus fucking Omega in the finals, right?
I mean, you need to imagine, but they like to jerk us around.
And they didn't give us the Young Bucks jerk, so I guess this will be the jerk. Maybe we just load this card up. To be fair, the title match, as much as we love Eddie Kingston, the title match is one of the weaker title matches. Kingston isn't Jericho. He isn't.
So for name values?
Name value. Or just to win the booked on the show, quite frankly. He's not Brody. He's not Jericho. He's probably not Archer at this point.
Okay, fair.
So you're kind of loading everything else up. You get the Dream tag match. You could have Hangman and Omega.
In the finals of the tournament. TNT title, you had an interesting theory.
Well, I'm over at theory now. I forgot Darby's getting the title shot at the pay-per-view. So it'll be Darby versus Cody again. Hopefully Darby wins, but
You want to see Brody trying to interject himself into that?
with the Dark Order thing next week, being involved in like the Lumberjack situation, I can't see it. Though, to be honest, Orange Cassidy and Darby would make an interesting pairing. Orange Cassidy wins the title next week because of Dark Order interference. I can't see it happening. We're just spitballing here. You can leave. You're here for you. Be it. Orange Cassidy was to win next week because of Dark Order interference. Then that would be Darby versus Orange Cassidy review.
Yeah.
That's an interesting pairing to me. Now, we could be having a Jericho MJF situation where it just doesn't work.
Yeah, because nobody talks.
Yeah.
Nobody. It's the opposite. Actually, you need to make that a tag team situation with Jericho and MJF.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my guess is Cody wins his match, and then if I start with you.
Yes. I'm thinking a dusty finish and get a multi-man match where they beat triple threat or even fatal four-way.
My dream would be, and ironically, these two guys who I didn't even know before AEW. My dream would be for fucking Darby to win the belt, fucking Full Gear. And then I get Darby versus Ricky Starks for the belt. And it's a proper mid-card title. I'd be here for that.
Here for that.
They need another hour. I usually don't say that. I'm usually trying to get rid of as many hours as possible. They need another hour.
Yeah. That way they don't just like throw us up like, yeah, by the way.
By the way, this happened. By the way, that happened.
I'm so over the by the way.
You know how those main events we have? Like Archer and Brody? They're not here for 2 weeks, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Too many people disappear.
Just because we don't have time for them. Like, it's shocking.
Like we're finally at a place where like the people that could disappear.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not getting Nakazawa on my TV. Like,
oh, yeah, he just, he can't remember what he ate for breakfast.
right,
But he remembers he hates Nakazawa for fashion.
right. Charlotte Spears only shows up sporadically.
Poor bastard.
Right.
You gotta hope that horseman thing goes through.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's looking further and further away, actually.
They're just over it.
They barely even say Revelation anymore.
Yeah.
He's doing the thing with Scorpio Sky now. Scorpio Sky? Right?
I thought he was in a room for a big push.
Like we had to get Daniels and Kazarian off the TV and all that, but Scorpio Sky, he's a designated singles guy unless, we have this one tag match.
What do you think about Miro and Kip Sabian versus Best Friends? They had a little recap.
Right, back to Best Friends had a little promo, whatever, but it's like, but like nothing from Miro or Kip except explaining what the name of the game system was. Like,
You're not really not fucking with the game or anything, huh? I don't mind.
Here's my thing. I don't mind it for Kip Sabian.
Okay.
Because he's, no offense, Kip, I'm a fan. I swear, I'm a fan.
I swear.
But Kip Sabian's a smaller guy. So I could see
in wrestling circles.
Yes, right?
I do like, by the way, really quickly, I do like the fact that Cody acknowledges that a light heavyweight company.
Right.
It's the general size of all the wrestlers.
Right.
Pause.
It's hilarious. I don't know if it's a thing you want to go and say, but the acknowledgement's nice.
Yes.
But yeah, Kip Sabian is a smaller guy, so I can see him as playing video games. I understand from his real life Twitch thing that Miro also Twitches and does video games.
Mm-hmm.
But
you have to be a certain size to enjoy video games? What?
No. But all right, I have several issues actually with the Miro thing.
Jesus.
Right? Everybody can enjoy video games. Video games are great. But he's presented as this friendly video game loving guy, right? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden he's speaking Bulgarian and he's murdering people in the ring, right? And he's this big testosterone, more than testosterone, fueled, big guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a monster and he's just all over the place, right? He's happy. He's video game loving. He's taking shots at WWE. He's speaking foreign languages. He's stomping people with general ease. And I'm like, these are different people.
People can't have any depth. You know what? Actually, no. They cannot. If you're on TV every week and you're The Rock and you fucking get 30 minutes an episode, you can have all the depth you want. When you're fucking here for 5 minutes at a time, every other week or so,
every other week,
then no. I need you to fucking just hit what we know and do that until you're the guy.
Yeah.
Then you get some depth.
Wrestling works because there's heels and faces. It doesn't work when people are heels and faces.
And different types of heels. In Miro's case.
Yeah, and I don't think he fits with Sabian. I don't. It's a weird mix. It's a weird mix.
Can we give them time first? They've only had like one match.
I don't think Miro should have been wrestling yet. I think they should have done some like background, whatever. If he's gonna be the best man with Sabian, like in the background, do some like background character explanation stuff.
Isn't it really random? I really like that usage of best man. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about the actual nickname. But I love how they came to the nickname. I don't mind that kind of corniness in wrestling, but
I'm just glad we didn't get an on-screen wedding. Like, shit.
Is it over?
They haven't talked about it.
To be fair, it's AEW. They might bring it up next week.
Okay, they talked to that restaurant tour guy about helping plan the wedding, the bachelor party, and then the next week they showed up with an arcade at ringside, and that was it. And then they broke it. So.
You guys gonna have to help me with the ratings. But MJF must not be lying about how high the ratings are when the two of them on screen. Because that shit went entirely too long. I know we were over that. I was just thinking about how much of that time can we give to somebody else.
That thing went about 4, 5, 6 minutes.
That's a go promo. Go big promo.
It was.
That's a Jake the Snake promo.
It was exceedingly long. Like, I could have done something. I could have gotten up and done something in that time.
And came back.
Yeah.
And they would still been singing. I'm so disappointed with that. I gotta be honest. And we called it before it happened. Like, this might not work. This might be the end of this great show. Yeah. It was. Plug?
I was flagged, but you can still follow my battery is dying down below. I got some more stuff with Sid coming up.
Ooh.
At some point. Sid.
Wow. Post your comments, however, down below. Like, share, subscribe.